Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn what is titrimetry. So titrimetry is one of the very important concept in the pharmaceutical analysis. So in today's video I am going to make you aware about the basic terminologies which are used in any type of titrimetric analysis. So what we are going to learn today, very first I will be explaining you what is the titration. Next to that I will explain you what is a titrant. Next what is a titrant, and next what is the indicator. So once we will cover all these four terminologies, after that I will be explaining you why we do the titration, or we can say what is the need and application of the titration. And lastly I will be telling you the types of titrations. So let's begin. Very first, what is the titration? So titration can be defined as a process by which we can find out how much substance is present in a given liquid. So if certain liquid is given to you and if you want to determine that what is present in that liquid, so that can be determined by the titration. And how we determine it? By measuring how much of the another substance is needed to react with it. So we will be taking the help of two substances and we will find out that how much amount of particular substance is present in the liquid by using the another substance. So I will explain you by taking an example of determination of benzoic acid using NaOH. So we know the structure of benzoic acid. We can draw benzoic acid as it's a benzene ring with a COH group over it. So I can say it as there will be a benzene ring. Just a second, let me correct it. So it's a benzene ring. And if I allow that benzoic acid to interact with NaOH, so I know that in benzoic acid there is a H, so it's a acidic in nature. It will react with a NaOH. So when acid reacts with base, there will be formation of a salt, and that salt we can say as a benzoate salt of this benzoic acid. Also we can say as a sodium benzoate. So ONA. Along with that, there will be formation of water. So what we can say that we can determine this benzoic acid by using NaOH. Okay. So this is a basic, you can say, a terminology can be used for titration. And titration is not just limited with this example. There are various categories which you will come to know later on. So here we are considering only the basic terms. So what does titration means? So I hope you got it. Titration, again we will see, is a process of finding out how much of the particular substance in a liquid. So I'm considering that benzoic acid is present in the liquid, and I'm willing to find out the amount of benzoic acid present in the liquid by using the another substance, and that another substance will be NaOH. So it is here I'm explaining with the example of acid base titrations. Next to that, the next definition is titrant. So typically a titrant is a substance which we take in a burette. So like here I gave you an example of determination of benzoic acid using NaOH. So NaOH as a liquid I will be taking in a burette, and benzoic acid I will take in a flask. So in analytical chemistry, the titrant is a substance whose concentration is already known to us, and we use that titrant for the determination of concentration of another substance. So this is very important. Solution of known concentration. So we will be using either 1 molar or zero point 0.5 molar NaOH based on the procedure given in the IP, or we can even modify it. So next to that, what is a titrant? So again in the analytical chemistry, the solution whose concentration has to be determined, like the benzoic acid. How much benzoic acid is present in the liquid? If you want to determine it, we will say that benzoic acid as a titrant, and that will be determined against NaOH. Next to that, what is the meaning of indicator? So whenever you carry out a titration, you require certain substance which will indicate you that titration is over. Like if I say that I'm carrying out a titration of benzoic acid against NaOH, so NaOH will be filled in the burette, benzoic acid will be in the flask, and when I'm adding NaOH, I should know that where I should stop. And that stopping point, I will say as a equilibrium equivalence point, will be detected by the indicator. So indicator will show you a visible sign, usually by color change. So the indicator will have a different color in the different medium. So if the indicator is present in the acidic medium, for example, in this titration which I have taken, phenolphthalein is an indicator. So phenolphthalein, if present in the acidic medium, that is in benzoic acid, it will be colorless. Now as I add NaOH to it, NaOH will first react with the benzoic acid because it is present in a more amount. Indicator will be used just drop or two. So first your NaOH will react with the benzoic acid, and once entire benzoic acid has been reacted, the excess of, you can say, NaOH will react with the indicator, and now that indicator will show you a color change. Next to that, what are the types of titration? So as you see over here, there is a very first category called as acid base titration. The second category we say as a oxidation reduction titration, or also can say as a redox titration. The third example of the titration we can say as a complexometric titration, and the fourth type of titration is a precipitation titration. Even all these four titration can be divided into two basic categories, that is direct titration and indirect titration. That is why we can even say they are the types of titration. Next to that, what is the application of titration? Why we carry out the titration? So we can say that titration is used to analyze different raw materials and the finished products. For example, if I say that I'm having a medicine as a aspirin, so aspirin is called as acetyl salicylic acid. And if I want to determine that how much aspirin is present in a given, you can say, tablet, I can definitely estimate it by titration. Secondly, we can say that titration has a qualitative as well as quantitative application. You can even determine the quality of material. Even you can specify that how much amount is present. So if the tablet is given to you, you can say whether what is the quantity of aspirin present in the tablet. If it is not in the desired limit, you can even claim about the quality of it. Next to that, widely said that titration can be used for determination of pH. It is used for determination of hardness of the water. Even the saponification value of certain, you can say, oil fat can be determined by the titration. So this is how the titration has a wide application. As we will learn one by one each topic as acid-base titration, redox titration, complexometric titration, precipitation titration, individually you will find many applications of the titrimetric analysis. So I hope you like my video. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. The comment section is for you only. You can write all your comments and ask your doubt. Thank you for watching my video.